of a cone. Remember, the base is an ellipse isometry, top is also an ellipse, but you need not have to construct it twice. That's what I am going to explain, and also the height constraint. Now observe, the problem says draw the isometric projection of a frustum of a cone of base diameter 50 mm and top diameter 25 mm with height 50 mm. These three parameters you have to remember. Base diameter 50, which I have already constructed because it is exactly the same procedure. This also is already there, same procedure. Top diameter 25 and height 50. First of all, the height should be measured from the center point of the base. Once again I repeat, you can't measure height here because we want the vertical height. Here if you want to measure, then you have to project it and measure it here, and then it must be 50, because on the whole line you can measure, but it will be confusing even though it is correct. But you can't measure it anywhere from any other place in the curve except on the line 4 2. The best thing is the middle point. I'll just tell you, construction line, of course, light line, and also we'll turn it out to be the axis afterwards. The midpoint indicator. Okay, look at this, the line what it is taking is not full 4 2, it is taking something else. So what I'll do is I'll draw a line 4 2 once again, from 4 to 2 construction line. Now it will take the midpoint. The midpoint of the line, this line must be 50 because it is the height. That is the 50 mm height. What we should do is we should select the whole ellipse, move it up, and then reduce it because it is 25 mm diameter and not 50 mm diameter. I'll show you the procedure. First of all, select the ellipse. This line, okay, let it be there anyway. Move command, click here. We want multiple copy, don't forget that one. Now click here, move it on to this particular point. But we know that it is not a cylinder, it is a frustum of a cone, and this must be less. How much? 25. So what we do is we'll go to scale command and reduce it to half. Look at this, it is 1. Just type it 0.5. Once you type 0.5 and switch off this multiple copy and press enter, you will be seeing a 50% reduced ellipse to be placed, once again I repeat, to be placed exactly at this point, 50 mm height. Now we are seeing that the top surface is already there, the whole lot of construction etc. is not required. You can trim off this line now, not required. But one important thing is you have to draw tangential lines, as we did in case of a regular cone, a tangential from here to that curve. Okay, that you can take off with the help of a tangent on the line. Look at the symbol there. Once you click this and select the line afterwards, this symbol will come, or automatically when there is a curve it will come. That is a tangent. Similarly, do the same thing for the other portion also. Click anywhere. No, it's not taking tangent. It must give a circle. Yeah, that is tangential symbol, and then click it here. It will be a tangent. Now what you have to do is zoom that specific area, that particular specific area you have to zoom. What for trimming the hidden lines. I'll just show you. This line you can trim off. So I'm trimming off the hidden lines. That means only the visible lines I leave. Even the construction hidden lines I am trimming off, because with these construction hidden lines it won't be appealing or it won't be correct. In isometry, every line which is not visible must be trimmed off. Now I'll select the letters. Remember, at least in the top face, let the construction be there, indicating that you have done the construction. If you want, you can take these two which are not appealing. Yeah, that's enough. Now fit it. See, this is the problem of isometric frustum of a cone. That means once you construct the base, top will automatically come if it is not 25 or any other thing. Say 30. For 30, it is 0.6 times 50. You will get 30. So instead of scale 0.5, you have to type 0.6, then you will get 30. When it is say 40 mm instead of 25, then it is 0.8 times 50. Scale 0.8, you will get the required curve. So whenever you do this particular portion, if the top surface is required, don't reconstruct it again. You just lift it, scale it, you will get the next particular thing. And then finally, don't forget, this reduction is not the isometric reduction. We have to select the whole thing and then once again go to scale command and then 0.816. The whole drawing is to be reduced. Fix it here. This is the answer for this problem. Isometric frustum of a cone with the base 50, which you are seeing isometric 50, which top 25, which you are seeing isometric 25. Earlier it was only 25. After reducing the half, it was only 25. Now it is isometric 25. Height is also isometric 50, and this is the final answer. In case of a pentagonal pyramid, we had a prism. No? In case of this prism, we simply lifted the same thing. If it is a frustum of a pyramid, you try to construct it in the same way, but remember, instead of simply pasting the top, you take the scale factor as I just showed you in case of a cone. In the particular case of a cone, I just scaled it down and pasted. Similarly, in case of a pentagonal prism, you just pentagonal pyramid or any pyramid, when it is frustum, take the base, paste it, scale it at the midpoint. That will automatically make it as the required pyramid. So once again, instruction is not required for a frustum of a pyramid. It is almost the same as that of a cone. Once you construct the base, paste it with the scale factor, and that is the end, and finally reduce everything to 0.816. So in subsequent videos, I'll tell you the combination of solids. Normally a single solid will not be given. It will be minimum of two solids, and therefore 99% of the cases it is two solids. So what we have to do is, we have to practice placing one solid above the other solid. It is not that difficult. Separately we can construct the solids and place one above the other, or upon one solid we can construct the other, which I am going to tell you in the subsequent videos. Thank you.